You'll never guess what we got a game against, guys. This is going to shock you. This is going to really shock people when they see what we've matched into. It's dwarves. Can you believe it? In the ladder, dwarves. The originality. Actually, to be fair, I think the last stream we did play some different races, didn't we? Because last stream we played against some Chaos Renegades. Played against some Skaven. I want to say we played against some Dark Elves as well, but I can't remember. Otter! This is the dawning of the sea otter. Shadow Masters is our opponent. They have dwarves. The dwarves have Mighty Blow. Do you know what? I was really happy on the last stream that we managed to do a bit less dacketing, but let me tell you right now, good chance you're going to see a dacker here, because look at this team. It's dwarves, looking like dwarves. Dwarf, 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 dwarf. Lots of guard and Mighty Blow. Looks like they're paying full price for most of it. At least says that. Yeah, so that's paid for, paid for, paid for. All paid for. Not sure about the Blitz because I don't know what the starting cost is. The Troll Slayer has Mighty Blow, Guard and Stand Firm. The Runner has On the Ball and Leader. 3 rerolls, got the Apothecary. Our team looks like this. So we got our movement up tree, didn't we? Shepherd the movement up tree. We have a Mighty Blow War Dancer. We have a Block Topical Sidestep War Dancer. We have 3 catches, which doesn't feel as good. We're playing dwarfs, but hey. We have a thrower, we have a wrestle, we have a dirty player, we have a dauntless, won't do much against dwarves. We have 12 players, excitingly, which is something that we haven't had most of the season. So apparently we're giving them 75,000. Ahoy, hoya, kind sir. Yeah, I'm surprised they haven't gone into stats on the runner. I would have gone into stats on the runner if I was them. I just feel like at this point you sort of expect to see all dwarf runners with movement 8 blodge. Oh, we have won the coin toss. Oh, this is such a dilemma. This is such a genuine dilemma, because I was saying on the last stream that maybe going back to defense first is the right way to go. And then you see all this Mighty Blow and you go, is it the right way to go though? I think we're going to go offense first and Dakar. I'm sorry, guys. I had a couple of good defense first games, but there's so much Mighty on this team. Maybe I'll regret this. Maybe I'll think afterwards I should have gone offense. I should have gone defense first. Because I was saying that going defense first, like knowing how that defensive drive goes, can like really change the shape of the game a bit. But this is a really tough team to see how you're going to win that defense against them, because they've got so much guard and Mighty Blow. The on the ball is probably going to stop them from getting into a bad spot off the kickoff. So I sort of think in this one it's better for us to go offense first, see if we can have that 1-0 lead and then dare them almost to go for a win rather than a draw. But I don't know, might be wrong. Might well be wrong. Like I did really like going defense first last stream, so I'm definitely like a bit questioning myself already that I've gone offense first here. Daka, daka, daka. Oh, Bloodborne, if you're still there, who won Global? It's a question I meant to ask and didn't get to asking. Something like that. See how that looks. Oh. Okay, fouling frenzy. My opponent wins it, so my opponent can get 2 SP from fouling. The other thing I meant to check is, and didn't notice before, they don't have a bench, so that's good information too. So we'll start with a blitz here. Lovely, get a nice mighty bow hit. Why not? Sadly does not do a murder, but now everyone is free to drop into Daka positions. Yeah, definitely a kind sir. They did me a massive favour by splitting the line of scrimmage. I should have said that when they did it, because that meant I could save doing any dodges at all. If you have the line of scrimmage tight together, I'm almost certainly going to do one dodge instead of the blitz. But because they spread it out, I put all my players together, took a free blitz and mighty bow, which didn't do anything, but it could, you know, even against dwarves. Sometimes you'll get lucky and smash one. And it meant I didn't have to do any dodges, which obviously are more likely to fail. So definitely not like a major mistake, but definitely like a little mistake there for the dwarves. And because we have a thrower, let's get some advantage passing on the go. Oh, I always forget dwarves have on the ball. Okay, so this does mean they could cheat their runner forward. The ball will be, unless it is a miss pass and scatter, it will still be safe, but it could get them a free blitz if they really want to. Would probably expose their runner though, so I don't know if they should want to be honest. If they send this forward to do a blitz, it's not going to have any sport, and I will be punching that in the face of mighty bow. Hey, Christopher. Okay, so they have not used on the ball, and we have got our advantage pass. So we'd like to get leader on this one, I think. We already have 3 rerolls, but I'm all up for a 4th reroll. Last stream, I just decided I'm sick of having 2 rerolls, and I wanted 3. And TV cap be damned, and I do not regret that choice. I think 3 rerolls fits the team so much better. Certainly the way I like to play them. Now, knowing they have on the ball may well discourage me from doing another advantage pass next turn. You can't get rid of them once you have them, Ben Somniac. That's the reason why I think a lot of people will be reluctant to do what I did. But I'm at peace with it. I think that elves played right need to have those rerolls to be as aggressive as they want to be. So, blitzing range of the dwarves is just in front of that square. What's really great here, what I really like is, even more than usual, I can dare them to hit this because it's got movement 3, so it's going to stand back up. So I'm very excited about having the tree be movement 9. Am I going to do the advantage pass? So what happens if we do advantage pass? We're going to attempt that throw that runner forward, and maybe it'll get a blitz. But if it does a blitz, it's going to be unsported. Although it could go 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I think I'm still going to do it, to be honest. Watch me live with my regrets. Only problem is if I fail this catch, I do have to reroll it. Yeah, they didn't. Cool, so 2 SVP from the Decker. That's a bonus we haven't been able to tap into on our Deckers so far, doing a bit of advantage passing, so that's nice. I understand why you feel like that, kind Zen, but I'm trying it. And I found the process of getting, like, we're still not at the cap yet, right? And like, we have to play these games before the cap, and I was getting so annoyed at the way things were going without it that I just made my choice. And I do not regret. Yet. Ask me again when we get to higher TV. So looks like the dwarves are just going to do the awkward stand in front of the tree positioning. Hey, monster. And what we're about to have is a turn where we'd really like the tree to move, so it will almost certainly root. Please. Thank you for the follow, whoever that was just then. Do not dodge. Okay, no root. We love to see that. It's a little bit wide for the tree, but at the same time, 2 dwarves stuck on it. Yeah, I'll feel okay about that. Lovely. No. Yeah, we let him have that. Okay. Big fan of tree being jammed into 2 dwarfs over here until they just uphill it and knock it down and I get annoyed about it. Until then I'm happy about it. Of course, Space Cadet. Of course. How are you, Space? Oh wow. Double rushing already to try and get in front of that tree. The guard here is an issue. They have so much guard. I would love to put some guard on my team, but there's just no way it's going to happen under that TV cap. The stun there's actually kind of... well, I mean, obviously prefer just to not be an arm break, but the stun's not bad. I quite like that being in the way of them sticking a tackle zone on the ball. Okay, so this looks like a pretty obvious we need to switch over this way decision. Obvious does not mean easy. We've got to roll some dice for it, but they've brought a lot of dwarfs this way. We can potentially hit that, and then ideally what I'd like to do is blitz this way and create a nice wide space for ourselves. Ideally. Problem with this is I really want you there so that you're not going to be based by that if you don't knock you over. Or I want someone else doing it just here. I'm going to roll this rush and I'm going to regret it. Watch this be a snake. Not a snake, good. And a knockdown, even better. And a dwarf armor break, even better. This is bad. I should have had this one square back because I am again now wanting to roll a rush to put you here. Oh, this is already more twos than I should be rolling. Good. Not my finest positioning work, but which maybe we got left in there then. That's done. We can bring this ball very happily over to here. Tuck this in here. Dodge you at the end. Punch you for now. Thank you very much. Okay. Now you are dodging. Good. So next turn they're going to have a really hard time closing the side to us because look how far those can go. Now the question is greedy hit because then we tie up a third dwarf, or just accept we're doing this and don't risk the 1 in 9. Greedy hit. Greedy hit because we're greedy. And because that can happen. Cool. Good turn. Little bit of a messy turn. Again, I think my positioning the turn before could have been a little bit stronger because this was blocking players from coming around and that meant that I had to roll a couple of GFIs that I shouldn't have been rolling. But we made the 2 GFIs and so it sat all right. Is greed ever a real question? It's a real question. Whether or not... Wow, that's some pretty bad dice for dwarfs, which we don't feel sad about. I had to burn a GFI and they still didn't knock over on the 3 dice. Burn a GFI, burn a reroll on a GFI. What 10 is it? 10-4. So we can still come back to the tree here if we want to. If they do enough of this sort of rudeness. We are going to have to roll some more uncomfortable 2s. Ugh, dwarfs. Okay, so they just left that one on the tree. So the tree's still taking out 2 players right now, which is a pretty decent trade. So you can get to here without rushes. You can get further. You can go, oops. Really want to hit this, don't we? I think you come all the way around. You come to here. Good. Very good. Collie using her mighty blow as she's supposed to. About time that mighty blow started doing some work. Actually, it didn't. We just rolled 11-11. I assumed the mighty blow had done some work. Mighty blow didn't do anything at all. Okay. Tuck you in there for now. And then who's next? I think you are next into here because we're still going to want to hit this one. Sadness just to push. Good dodging. Very good elfing so far in this one. Good tree work as well. We'll not move that last one. Cool. All right. What else continue to be OP? Please nerf further. Shush. Shush, Space Cadet. Nerf Norse. Don't nerf Norse though. Norse are fun. Just give us Norse. Blood Bowl 3 Norse would be fun. That's probably one of the teams I'd most like to see added now. A team that's like fun, but not like busted. Just like a fun team. Just roll good is always the best strat in Blood Bowl. I think it will be Necro. That's definitely my hunch. Because it's one of the ones which they have all the assets for, and so it will be easier for them to do. Norse, like, they don't have any assets already in the game, so that's like much harder work for them. So I expect it will be Necro. And Necro would be fun too. Like, I haven't had a chance to play much Necro in the new rules, and I'm curious, so I could definitely enjoy that as well. Free movement. There have been a lot of rushes, haven't there? Have been a lot of rushes. Okay, coming after the GP. Panef. It's punched. Okay, that makes things a little bit harder. Rude. Dodging away from my tree. How dare you? Excuse me, 2 dwarves dodging off a tree. How bloody dare you? I think this still... So this hasn't got tackle. Maybe this is the blitz. So we've got two situations we need to resolve. This one here and this one here. And I was originally thinking we just blitz here, pop you in there, but we'll still end up creating a dodge for us. So I think we're blitzing up here as well, because the added benefit is if you use the reroll and this is the runner. But it does mean we've got to do a scary dodge here. Doesn't necessarily, I guess. We can still take this block with this one. Yeah, we can still do it this way. Actually, now I think about it. Well, now I can't, because that wasn't a knockdown. If that had been a knockdown, we could still have blocked here using this one. I guess we still can. This goes here. Strength 2, 3, 4. Yeah, that can still be a block if we wanted to. And you can run far enough away. It's actually the safest way to do it. Does mean there's a risk of something getting served. That's also mean we need to do something about that, which I had not fully bargained for. Now I'm thinking I should have dodged. Well, one problem at a time. Good. Very good. Good. One more to there. Good. Good elves. Elves doing the elf stuff. No tackle on that dwarf was safe. Yeah, the thing is snake still happens. I'd always rather not dodge with the ball carrier if I can avoid it. Like, of all those dodges, the ball carrier one's the most critical. So if you can avoid doing it, it's good to avoid it. Like if you snake somewhere else, it's still a problem, but it's not as bad as if you dodge a snake with a ball carrier. I'm really curious to know who won Global now, with Bubble not popping in and saying about how he did and about Hindi didn't against Andy. Like, hopefully someone will be along later who can tell us. I would dodge snakes too, in general. In life, not just in Blood Bowl. I've heard that dodging snakes is a good idea. Okay, goes to Blitz on the War Dancer. Does get it down with a reroll. We'll just go straight up. No armor break is very nice. I need to pre-order the gnomes. I need to do that. I want them. I want them. I want the gnomes. And then it's a snake rush. Perfect. That should sew up the drive for us. So Zach runs all the way up to here. And then my Andy Davo thought process says, is there a serve here? Blitz that, push that, push that. There's definitely a serve there. Thanks for the follow, Thulu. I would like to knock down because the guard is now going to be a pain. But see what we can do. Guard may make it too hard now, actually. Knock down that one anyway. There's no point following up because we're not going to do anything with that guard anyway. Problem is, whatever we do now, this is going to be... Make it a 1 dice doing it this way. Into another red dice. I think it's just not worth it. Gutted though I am. Punch, punch, punch. Punchy punch. So this is a red dice. That's a 1 dice. Let's just hit that one on the 1 dice. On the 2 dice, sorry. Sad, because if we got the power on the first time on that, we might well have been able to do the serve here, but we didn't, so... A lot of armor breaks. They've used their Appo and that's their runner. They've used their Appo and that's their runner. Get stuffed. Discate shoulder is strength. Oh boy, that's a dead dwarf. That is a dead dwarf. Basically served, exactly. We don't have strip balls, so they can still just carry on their blitzers, but they're now capped on. They're capped on 10 players the second half, which is nice. We've rolled really high armor. There's been like a bunch of armor breaks that last turn. Slayer can serve Collie? Yes, it can. Correct. Whoops. Be one dice into one dice. I bet it can. So that's like a 3... well, to serve it is a 5+ into a 3+, because I probably would just take the knockdown the first... Oh, they're not going for it the first time. Hey, Cthulhu, welcome to chat. Thanks for following. How did you find us? I do. I have some vouchers for a specific store. And I probably have made a mistake by not getting on it first thing this morning. So I think we can do this one because it's got wrestle. And then we want to punch one more with the mighty bow. I guess might as well be this one. Can't make it a 3 dice, so we'll just take that on 2. We will not reroll. And then we'll score. Good drive. Very good drive. Successful Dakar. I mean, you can't ask for a more successful Dakar than we had no players injured and we took out their runner. I think that's definitely the best possible Dakar outcome. Well, the best possible, I suppose, is that literally all 11 of their players are injured, but that's quite unlikely. So, outside of things that are very silly. Just in case of random sendings off, let's put you over there, because there is that kick-off event that kills people. Ode to Joy, I'm sorry, you are double niggled. Which sadly does earn you line duty, along with Gruff, who is guilty of having 0 SPP. I may be printing a proxy for testing my weight games, which was third party to release one. Unfortunately, some dwarves are fried space. I'm a little bit disappointed to see that we didn't kill every single dwarf. But we killed a good one. We did kill a good one. As well as anything, like, it probably doesn't matter that much because they've got more than enough guard and mighty bow, but it does mean that now they're going to have to carry on one of these 2 pieces, which means that's 1 fewer piece with guard and mighty bow running around. I'm playing Gnomes in a local league I'm running, which starts Monday after release. Oh my god, I like how you timed your league specifically for Gnomes. Aim is to win at least 50% of my games. My dwarves terrorized last season. That is a pivot from dwarves to Gnomes. It's the best kind of pivot. I think they call that character development. Okay, 1 gets away. Ode does not. Double niggle Ode. But double niggle Ode managed not to die, which is an achievement in itself with 2 niggles. And now they punch the tree. Be strong, Shepherd. We want you in the second half. You did good work in that first half, and we want more of it. Blitzes Gruff first. Doesn't kill Gruff, that's good. Redemption arc hype, thank you, that's what I was trying to think of. Couldn't find the words. It's a redemption arc. Are they going to foul? They might foul just because they feel like they need to high roll something, but obviously that does risk them going down to 9 players. But in the moment we're on 11 still, even with that injury, because we had a bench of 1. And they are on 10. Oh, little vanity pass for dwarves. And now the foul. Surely you're fouling if you've set up like that. Yeah. And you get caught for a stun. Does not argue the course. So we're playing 9 dwarfs. That's pretty good. 9 to go. 2 down, 9 to go. Don't know who goes on the line here. Probably Dauntless lineman. Because it's like a nice to have, but it's not like a skill we need. And probably the thrower goes here, even though we've been putting SVP on them. We have many catches. Well, actually maybe jump up catch goes here because we're not that in love with jump up as a random. Like it's fine, but it's not like it's a random that we're excited about, so maybe it's that. Okay. Alright. Going from Chorfs to Gnomes like Jamie Lannister's transformation, but not as good. I like that analogy. Yeah, I usually always just buy from the local game shop here because I really like the local game shop here. It's also a board game cafe. It's where we play most of our games. The people there are lovely. I'd much rather send my money to them. So normally I buy all my stuff directly from the Dice Saloon. But because I was on the winning team at the Kent Team Championship, we were all given some vouchers for a store in Kent. So I'm going to probably buy the gnomes from there just because I need to spend that money. I need to spend those vouchers. Solid defense. Oh, that's so good. Normally solid defense with elves, you're just like, oh, well, it doesn't really help that much. But what it means in this case is I can take my tree who wasn't doing anything and plonk them on something. Probably here. Just jam it in the middle. Oh yeah, you select the players and then do the thing. Okay, so one there. I might honestly just do that. Plonk. The troll sayer's caught the ball, which does save them a job. It's actually not the worst player to be carrying the ball. It's got stand firm as well. And it's as fast as the blitzers are. The only thing is it's slightly worse at dodging if we end up tagging it out, but I feel like there definitely could have been worse outcomes for them there. Doesn't leave the pitch, that's great, so we're still on 11 for now. Collie! Hey, Collie. All right. So the tree's doing good work here, tying up 2 players. And get 2 blocks over here. I think we're actually not going to block with the tree this turn because I'm pretty happy with this as a situation. So let's go and punch this one. And then I'll just pop you back here for now. Thank you for the follow, Black Wolf. This is a bit of an awkward one because if we push it, we're still going to get hit, but I think you ought to try it. Just roll powers is always a good answer. Yeah, I think we should leave the tree on that. Tree's doing enough of a job there. It's tying up 2 players. And the great thing is, because it's a movement 3 tree, if they decide to gang up on it here and knock it down, we'll just stand up again. So they put all that effort into ganging up on it. Unless they break armor, it's going to be just immediately back on its feet. Well, Collie did miss herself. Her war dancer did badly hurt a dwarf. And they used the apple on the dwarf that you hurt. And then because they used the apple on that dwarf, they didn't have an apple when we smashed their runner. So, you know, you did miss some drama. No, she wasn't the one who murdered the runner. Someone else murdered the runner. But she did the murder that created space for the runner to be murdered. Hers was the murder before the murder. The assist murder. Oh, you definitely did a service to the world, yeah. Tries to dodge off the tree, fails, and gets stunned. Okay, now we are going to hit this one. Because that might create space for more hits here. 3 dice. Punch you backwards. Has created space for more hits here, which is lovely. That doesn't even have guard. So we can stand this up. Hit that with wrestle. Let's wrestle it. Let's wrestle it. And then we'll put you here. We'll punch you with Mighty Bow. Or not. Boo. Boo dwarves who don't fall over. Boo them. Better. Didn't actually break armor on that one, we just got a dramatic animation. Alright. A murder enabling murder, exactly. Collie shot the medic that was trying to save the runner's life. Pretty much, that's the headcanon for it. That's a spicy place to put your ball carrier. It has got stand firm, so we can't serve the ball carrier. We're just jamming the guard in now. Those are strength 2 players, so fair enough. Elf wall, yeah. I mean, this is a horrible situation for the dwarves, right? Like, they're down 2 players with another one stunned against 11 elves. They're missing their fastest player with agility 3. They're carrying the ball on someone who's got agility 2. Like, it's definitely, like, not a good spot for the dwarves. They did just remove one. Now they're going to use their guard against us. Do you have a lot of guard? It's actually like, given the situation, I think they've used what they have quite well here. Let's try that as a 1 dice. We'll push that there, we'll push that there. Alright, wrestle's fine. Gets rid of one of the guards here. Don't want to fill both of those. Good tree. Smart. Okay, so bring that around when I hit that one. Oh, dodge that. Makes more sense. Lovely. There. So now we've got 3 dwarfs on the tree. We like those numbers. Oh, we could have followed that up and got 2 dice here. That was a mistake. Whoops. That was a mistake. It's a shame. Could have had 2 dice on that. Oh well. Well, poop. Cost ourselves a player there. But this is a good situation. Tree trading for all these dwarfs is very nice. I wonder if the tree wouldn't root as often if it stopped spinning around so much. But it wouldn't have as much fun though, Magikarp. So what would be the point? What would be the point in being unrooted but also not having the joy of spinning around? So we need to start being a little bit more careful here. We're actually down 3 players now, so we're now only on 8. In fact, they now finally have the numbers advantage on us. They just made it some more. Oh no, they don't, because we had a bench, so same numbers. Are they going to hit the tree? And then find out it gets straight back up. It's probably still the right thing to do, because then next turn they'll get a better hit on it. So we stand you straight back up. Can we get the 2 dice on this? Only with a 3+ dodge. It's got guard, hasn't it? Or we can do the 3+ leap. But I think I'd rather keep these guys in front. Go for it this way. Because that's not off tackle. So at least the dodge is built in. Lovely. Oh, interesting. I think this way. Okay. Slightly annoying that they caught that. But they still have things to deal with here. And that means they're not getting the 2 dice in the tree without bringing that assist back in. So yeah, cost them an extra action here to hit the tree. Turn away on 13, okay. No! Armor break on the tree, that's huge. Okay. So the tree is not getting straight back up next turn. Getting a little bit less confident as this drive goes. The dwarves have hung on in there. That ball scatter was unfortunate. It's their last reroll, which they are spending and then not getting the knockdown. Nice. Okay. Ball's not... Well, I guess you bring those on, it gets a bit safer. I was going to say the ball's not very safe, but it does get safer if you do that. So I think we just use our sidestep to resolve this. Very nearly misclicked that into a self-serve, which would not have been fun, but luckily didn't happen. Good. Good. Right. Just trying to work where I wouldn't use the reroll there. I was willing to use it there, I think, but probably not for the catcher, so nice that the catcher got out anyway. Is it worth trying to dodge here? Probably not. Yeah, it's like it's a. Could I also have the ball carrier kind? So I don't know if I can carry it because I have the ball carrier, and this piece here has stand firm. I don't know if you're thinking of this one, so I'm not sure who you think I could have served, but yeah, I was trying to work out what my priority was there, and I think in the end of the screen, given they've only got 2 more turns after this and they aren't very fast, I felt like the screen was going to do some work. Oh yeah, probably you're right on that one. Yeah. Well, broken arm is passing, so should be okay. Yeah, we can live with passing. It's another MNG that we don't particularly want, but we can live with the passing bust. We are definitely beginning to run out of elves. The hope is that the dwarves are running out of time. Oh, there we go. No rerolls left, and they failed the rush. They did, however, scatter catch it again. Right, tree just gets up. And can hit this with wrestle, so that's the best choice. No more scatter catches. Good. Who wants the SPP? Collie's actually got enough now to get the tackle, so probably you want the SPP. Shame. Good. All right. Good. Saddest jackdaw. Let's go. We need to get you to 24 to get the next level. when we're going to roll a stat for you in 24. So, and then if you roll agility, I'm going to have a real dilemma because I would love an agility war dancer, but I don't know if I can afford it. But I definitely am fine with a movement up war dancer. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, Space Cadet, this was why I did just drop back to that screen last turn, is like having players in front of that ball was always going to be a problem for them. And coming back into the middle, I understand why they wanted to do it, because it makes it harder for me to get a screen across the pitch because I'm down players. Whereas if it's just one side I have to cover, it's really easy for me to keep that screen. But they were in trouble because they were out of rerolls and only had movement 5 players. So it was always going to be pretty tough. So you can't reach the sideline, so we'll go to the sideline.
That's a dangerous place to be.
No, the tree rooted and didn't even murder a dwarf. Nice pow. Backup scoring threat. Oh, yeah, strength is pretty much unjustifiable in ladder. I'd love to have strength in ladder, but you just can't. I might take strength in some league settings on a war dancer just because strength 4 war dancers are really good. But in the 1.6 million TV cap, there's no way, sadly. Yeah, in a league I might take it. In a league I'd probably take it just for the fun. Like, it would depend how serious the league was, and like maybe if it was like an end of season situation, you might be like, oh, I can't afford it. If like you know it's going to give your next opponent Morg, you might go, yeah, I don't want to play Morg, so I won't do it. But like in general, I think I'd probably do it just for the fun. Yeah, I think you can justify in a league setting at least one agi up piece. I think you want a 1-turner that can be agi up, and this actually might end up being our 1-turner because it's already got sidestep. But I also think having a war dancer with agi up is just in general good, even if it's not a 1-turner, because an agi up war dancer can leap into a regular cage on a 3+, which is a big difference from the 4+. It can go through dodge through tackle zones on a 2+. It's going to do a lot of work having an agi up. And in my opinion, honestly, like in my opinion, I think movement up for 20,000 TV is basically worth it on any important positional, like almost universally. I think it's worth taking it on orcs. I think it's worth taking it on elves. I think it's worth taking it on obviously like dwarf runners. I just think movement up for 20,000 is a bargain and worth having. So I'm like taking movement whenever I can have it. We're just going to score. And we're going to get another 2-0 win. And Gloria's going to do her moves. Mad skills. Oh, we're getting close to master, but more importantly, we're getting close to sneaky get. More importantly. So we did take a bit of a bang in that game. Zach will not be throwing many more passes in his career. Collie can get tackle, which we'll probably never end up using because we're never going to end up spinning into anything other than dwarfs. But even some dwarfs have blodge runners now. I think it's just like you can't not put tackle on your Mighty Blow piece. If you're taking a Mighty Blow war dancer, it has to have tackle. Like that piece's job is to blitz things. So I think once you've made that decision, that's basically a decision you've already made. You know, you will spin into dwarfs. You will spin into elves. You will spin into Skaven sometimes. You'll spin into Underworld, and you'll really want that just for killing as many of the little stunty pain in the butts as you can have. So I think once you've chosen to spend the money on Mighty Bow, I think you have to give it tackle. It does mean that's a very expensive piece now. We've got nothing else that's leveling right now. So Status Jackdaw, like I said, we're going to save for 24 SVP and get a stat. Zach, at the moment, I'm thinking the same thing. I've kind of been just racing them to see who gets there first, and either of those could be a one-turner. It's better, really, if the catch is the one-turner, but this definitely could be the one-turner. Eck, we could take another random on Eck now, and if we don't like it, cycle. Because we have got that money in the bank there now. In fact, I might do that. The other option is just to buy another lineman, because, I mean, Ode is on borrowed time at the best of times. Like, Ode's got 2 serious injuries. The problem is if we buy a lineman now and don't get any MNGs next game, I'm going to have to fire someone. We could buy a Guinness. Because Guinness can always be renamed. But I'm not giving that another random unless I know I can spend the money to cycle it. I sort of feel like it's more worth spending the money than rolling expensive mistakes, so it wouldn't be horrible to just save the money and have some money in the bank. Maybe we should just save the money, actually, because we're going to be on 11 players next game anyway. We still have 2 catches next game. We don't have our thrower, but I think this was just an MNG. Yeah. Maybe we just take the expensive mistakes roll, because having money in the bank is a struggle for Wood Elves, and it would mean we've got more security if the next game's a disaster, which could happen. I've talked myself into it. We're not going to do any purchasing right now. Didn't lose any money. So yeah, we'll just save that money and have it in the bank. So everything's just sitting tight for now. Panef obviously is saving for Sneaky Get, because once you've got Dirty Player, that's just like an obvious choice.